for staying with KTN News Desk. Now, Monaco-based Athletics Integrity Unit has confirmed that athlete Asbel Kiprop tested positive for banned substance recombinant erythropoietin, EPO, EPO, and was accordingly charged on March 16th. Earlier, Asbel Kiprop had denied the allegations and claimed that his urine samples were contaminated. Now, below is Athletics Integrity Unit has released a statement, and we want to take a look at part of that statement now here on our super wall to just take a look at that statement from the Athletics Integrity Unit that is based in Monaco. And part of it says that in response to Mr. Kiprop's public statement, the AIU confirms that the EPO was detected in a urine sample collected from Mr. Kiprop on the 27th of November 2017. And on the 3rd of February this year, Mr. Kiprop was notified of the adverse analytical finding. And on the 20th of February, 2 days later, that Asbel Kiprop was informed that the B sample analysis had confirmed that the adverse analytical finding. This is just part of that AIU statement, and it continues to say that in the course of these proceedings, Mr. Kiprop has made a number of public allegations in relation to the sample collection process. These allegations have been investigated by the AIU, and that the AIU is satisfied that there has been no mix-up or tampering with the sample, and that the sample collected from the athletes on 27th of November last year was the same sample analyzed by the lab and reported as an adverse analytical finding. And just to have this conversation, I'm now joined by my colleague from the sports desk, Moses Wahisi. Of course, another big blow to our athletics here in the country. Let's talk to us about this. Clearly has been a process from the 27th of November to this point. So what has been happening in that period? It
has been a very, very big process. And when you talk about it being a big blow, yes, it is also a very, very big blow because it comes less than 1 year after another athlete and also a very, very big athlete tested positive of the same substance. We're talking about Jemima Sumgong. Yeah. So on 27th of November 2017, a lot was happening, and that is when the testing was done. Asbel Kiprop came out with a very, very big statement. Actually, it had 20 points. And in his statement, he was talking about what was happening and how the anti-doping agencies went to his place to get those samples. So from 27th on the 3rd of February 2018, he was notified. Kiprop was notified by the World Anti-Doping Agency that his sample A was tested positive of EPO. And remember, EPO is a substance that gets to someone's body through injection. Asbel Kiprop, in his very, very long explanation, he said that the last time he even got an injection was somewhere in 2014. He was saying that at that time he went to get a vaccine. So still issues. Kiprop saying this, the anti-doping agency also having their statement. But after that, he was also notified on 20th of February that his sample B has also tested positive. So when sample A and also sample B tests positive, you are taken out to a disciplinary measure by an independent unit from the IAAF. On 16th, he was sanctioned and he was told, now you are under investigation because of because of the doping substance that has been found in your system. Now from that, Kiprop has been aware of what is going on. Now, Kiprop actually coming out yesterday and issuing that statement, it was because it's like the public already knew everything that was happening. The reports were all over. But it goes back to say, what does the Athletics Integrity Unit hold in regards to this? If there is an athlete who's under investigation, that issue is supposed to remain confidential. Yes. So Kiprop was raising issues saying that why is this case already out, but at the same time he is still maintaining his innocence. So it's a bit of Kiprop is saying this, but the official statement coming out from Athletics Integrity Unit maybe is not giving a clear direction of what exactly is happening on the same.
Because they have not, I don't know, have they addressed that issue of confidentiality? And also we saw Kiprop saying that at some point he was extorted some money and that he did not give what the control officials were asking, and probably that's why he was. Were these addressed, these issues?
You talk about these issues, and the Athletics Integrity Unity is saying that they have maintained their, they've done what they're supposed to do in the matters to do with the regards of the law. That is the law that governs the World Anti-Doping Agency. And for them, they're saying, we've not spoken this out. That is why the statement that they're issuing, they're responding to the allegations that Kiprop has raised. So their communication is coming after Kiprop's statement yesterday. And you're talking about them saying that he was, Asbel Kiprop saying that they wanted to extort some money from him. At the same time, Asbel Kiprop was not supposed to be notified that we will come to do that sampling. Because the person who went to do the sampling, that official for the doping control assistant, he called Asbel Kiprop on 26th and told him that we will come to take your samples on 27. That is against the World Anti-Doping rules. Because if it's an out-of-competition test, then they know where you are. So at their own time, they will decide to come and take those testing. So there are a lot of issues that are coming out from the same. All right, so clearly a lot of issues really marring this case. And maybe in just 20 seconds shortly before we wind up the bulletin, I know there's that management of these high-profile athletes, now Kiprop being one of them, the Rosa Associates management. Most of their, the athletes that they manage have been found, with this positive of this doping. It is a big company because they manage a host of athletes. You talk about 2016 Olympics, they specifically had a total of 16 athletes. So that tells you they are a big company. They have actually managed a host of big stars. Paul Tergat was one of their athletes. We also have Moses Kiptanui was also one of their athletes. We also have the late Samuel Wanjiru was one of their athletes. But you talk about some of their athletes who have tested positive. We remember Rita Jepto. She went to Boston, won it 3 times. Chicago Marathon, won it 2 times. You talk of Jemima Sumgong, and also she was on that list just last year, tested positive, and she was the first lady to win the marathon. So it tells you there is something about this company. Remember the same company in 2016, it was suspended, but after a little time, it was back again reinstated, and they're doing their business like everything is going on. So a lot of questions also being raised from there. Many thanks, Moses Wahisi, and of course, this is a developing big story. We shall be keeping tabs with that. Many thanks for your insights. And at that point is where we want to close, KTN News Desk on our KTN home channel. But if you're watching us on the KTN News channel, we'll take a short break and come back with more news. Don't go too far.